In previous video we have learned about the quadratic equation in which the coefficient of x square was positive. So I said that in next video we will learn about a quadratic equation in which the coefficient of x square is negative, and then we will see what the shape of the graph will be. First of all, to draw any graph, I have told you earlier, we will find the values of x and y, the points. We will find out the points, and whenever you have to find the points, you will choose any value of x, put that value of x in the given equation, then you will get the value of y, and give different values to x, you will get different values of y, and you will get different points. So I have put different values of x here. For example, x is equal to 0, so I get y 8, so point becomes 0 8. When I put x is equal to 1, y is equal to 5, right? When I put x is equal to minus 1, I will get y is equal to 9 in this equation, the given equation, right? When I put x is equal to 2, I will get the value of y is equal to 0. No, there are there are different ways you will circle out the point, so you can easily draw it. Another method to write the points is that you will write it in like table form. You will write x values here, and then what the answer of y values here, so you will get xy points you will get easily here. In this table you can easily draw it, because when x is equal to 0, the value of y is 8, so I put 8 here. When I put x is equal to 1, the value of y I got was 5, so I put in the table form, so it will be very easy to draw it. After putting all the values, we will draw the table, but before drawing that we will draw a graph, but before drawing graph we will see another thing, that if I will put x is equal to 0, I will get a value. Whatever value I will get, that value will be my y-intercept. So whenever in the given equation you put x is equal to 0, you will get some value of y, and this is called y-intercept. This is the point where the graph will touch the y-axis, right? When you put x is equal to 0, so it touch y at 8, and when you will put y is equal to 0 in this given equation, if I will put y is equal to 0, then I will get a quadratic equation, and I can solve it, or can solve it by using the factors. If it is possible to use the factor, you can make the factor easily. Then you will make the factors, and you will get two values of x. In this case, you will get two values of x, and these values of x, they will intercept x-axis at this point, these 2 points, right? So these 2 points will be the points where y is equal to 0 and it touches the x-axis. You have to keep in mind these things. Put x is equal to 0, you will get y-intercept. Put x is equal to 0, you will get y-intercept. Put y is equal to 0, you will get x-intercept. Now using these points, or this graph, you can plot it on a Cartesian plane, which I have made it by myself. I have made two axes, x-axis and y-axis, and then first point I have taken 0 8, so on 0 8 it means on x-axis you will not go anywhere. Here it is 0 and it will go up 8, so I will go 8 steps above the line, right? So this is the point 0 8. You will circle this point, right? Next point is 1 5. It means along x-axis I will go 1 step, and then along y-axis I will go 5 steps above the line because 5 is positive. Right? Then one point is 210, so I will go along x-axis, positive x-axis, 2 steps, and then here is 0, y-axis 0, sorry 0, so you will have this 1.20. Then your next point is minus 1 9. You will go to the left side because these are minus numbers, minus 1, and your y-axis is up till 9, positive 9, so here is 1 point. Then your next point you will draw minus 3 5, minus 4 0. When you will draw these points and when you will join these points with free hand, you will see that the curve is like n, or it's going upside down, right? So whenever the curve is like that, n-shaped, always remember this will be n-shaped when the coefficient of x square is negative. Have you seen? So when x square coefficient is negative, so graphs will be upside down or n-shaped. So the graph is in front of you, right? Now every graph of quadratic equation, either it will be n-shaped or it will be u-shaped, upside down or downside up, right? So you will get this graph, and every graph, whether it will be u-shaped or n-shaped or upside down or downside up, that graph has a minimum or maximum point, right? So whenever you have to find the minimum or maximum point of the quadratic equation graph, we use the formula x is equal to minus b over 2a. You have to remember this formula, right? X is equal to minus b over 2a. It will give you the maximum or minimum value of the graph of quadratic equation. So in this quadratic equation, if I will put y is equal to 0, right, then you will get a quadratic equation, and in that quadratic equation x will be, a will be minus 1, b will be minus 2, and c will be 8, right? So in this quadratic equation we will get these values of a, b, and c. So when you will put these values of b and a in x is equal to minus b over 2a, it will give you the value of x, right? And that value of x, you will put it back in this given quadratic equation, then you will get a point y, value of y. This value of y and this value of x both will give you a point, and this will be a point which will, this formula give you maximum or minimum point. So when we have n-shaped upside down, then we have a maximum value here, right? And when we have a u-shaped, right, then we have a minimum value. Both values will be find out by using this formula x is equal to minus b over 2a. So you have to remember these formulas. If this formula, how can we get maximum or minimum value or point on the graph? So the graph has a maximum at the point minus 1 and 9, you can see here, right? And this value we find by using this formula x is equal to minus b over 2a, right? So in this question, to find out the points is very easy. I have told you earlier, make a tabular form and then you can draw it easily. How can we find the x-intercept and y-intercept? I have told you earlier, these are the points where you see that y is equal to 8. We will check our graph where it will touch the y-axis. So you can see here it will touch the y-axis at this point 8, right? And next we have find x-intercept by putting y is equal to 0 in the given equation. When we put y is equal to 0 in the given equation, we will get two values of x. One is minus 4, the other is 2. So we will check our graph. Yes, in our graph it touches x-axis as -4 and it touches x-axis at 2. So these are the x-intercept and these are the y-intercept. So you have to remember these things. First of all, find the points, draw the graph, find the x-intercept, y-intercept, and then find the value of maximum or minimum point on the graph by using this formula minus b over 2a. When you will put minus b over 2a, you will find the value of x. Put this value of x in this given equation. You will get the value of y, which will give you a point, and this will be maximum point when the graph is upside down or n-shaped, right? So this is the method.